Here we are, live and in living color. Man, what a night!
Big Royal Rumble night. Hello, everybody, and welcome back once again to your number one source right here on YouTube for all your WWE action. And tonight we had special action as the Royal Rumble was tonight. Obviously, are doing this thing here live for you tonight. Big
Yep.
live.
Big live event, and we are live. So make sure you're chatting with us. Share this. Let people know we're live. We're taking your discussions. We're gonna read your opinions on the air. You can tell us that we suck. You can tell us anything, and we will read it.
Yes, we will.
Yep. And don't forget all the comings and goings on our network, the LaFleur network. We got big things in store for you for the layer of LaFleur. We're in a mid-season break, coming up with some big, exciting stuff, aren't we?
New episodes. Coming back out. Check them out Sundays here on YouTube as we get ready to unleash this 5K giveaway for this big gold belt right there in the bottom of your screen. Simply hit that share, and subscribe button right there in front of you. Please push this channel forward.
Absolutely.
Thank each and every one of y'all for being here today as we cover this Royal Rumble, the most biggest Royal Rumble extravaganza, as they say.
Yep, they broke records, man. Records being broke right and left.
Over 70,000.
70,000, and Charlotte Flair's a two-time champion, or two-time winner, so that's setting a record in the women's category.
But I think the big shock of the night was the overall winner, and we're going to have a spoiler of that here shortly as we get into the wrestling news from the Royal Rumble tonight. Of course, as always, I am your co-host with the most shady, Davey D. LaFleur, with the man, the myth, the legend, the icon, Ziggy Cruze, in the wrestling news.
Absolutely. Right.
Oh. And to start off the Royal Rumble tonight.
Yep, big surprise out first. We had Stephanie McMahon coming out, and she came out to just thank the fans. So big class act for her, and thank them for making this the biggest Royal Rumble in history, and welcomes us to the Royal Rumble. And then there's a few production changes. What did you think of the updates they did?
A much needed thing they needed to do for a long time, which is that little counter in the bottom of your screen to count who's in there, who was eliminated. Just simple things that should have been done for many years now. That was.
Yep. Now, another thing I'm sure we can thank old Uncle Triple H for.
Oh, obviously.
Yep. Obviously. A lot of big changes. Kind of reminds me of what I was talking about a few weeks ago, how during the Raw and SmackDown broadcast, they've been updating the winners and losers of the match throughout the night in case you missed something, took a bathroom break. So, I like these changes. They're
new looks, new changes, good production. I mean,
yep,
coming around.
all kinds of things positive. And I mean, just action tonight just shows just a wave of changes in the WWE. And first off, we have the Women's Royal Rumble match, and entrant number 1 is Io Sky, and number 2 is Liv Morgan. So those two start things off, and then out at number 3 is former NXT champion Roxanne Perez, and she starts off pretty strong, impressive, taking it to Liv and Io. But then number 4 comes out, and it's the first ever women's Intercontinental champion, Lyra Valkyrie. And Lyra is having a wardrobe malfunction. She went to do a move to one of the other girls, and her top almost fell off. She had to sneak out to the other side of the ring. The woman ref, can't think of her name, she went out and helped her fix that while the camera was on the other ladies. So that was kind of amusing little spot. Didn't get to see no boobs though, so.
I missed the whole spot completely.
I know.
Dang it.
Yeah, walked out of the room, had to cook for us, so we appreciate that. And then Chelsea Green is number 5, and everybody teams up on her. Poor Chelsea Green, and they beat the shit out of her. And then B-Fab is out next, and then Ivy Niles is number 7, and Ivy Niles, it's a pretty impressive double suplex to Green and Perez, and impressive strength for such a small package. And then number 8 is Zoe Starks. Then NXT's Lash Legends comes down, number 9. Chelsea Green eliminates B-Fab, and number 10 is my pick to win it, Bianca Belair. And there's a fun spot where Bianca stacks up 4 women in the corner and is just wailing away on them. So, little entertaining spot there in the middle of the Royal Rumble. And then entrant 11 is Shayna Baszler. And Ivy Niles eliminates Lyra Valkyrie. And then last year's winner, Bayley, is out at number 12, trying to go for the repeat. So, I'm a big fan of Bayley, so I hope she one of the ones I'm rooting for. And number 13 is Sonya Deville, and she joins her Pure Fusion Collective teammates, Starks and Baszler, and they team up and try going roughshod over the competition. And Chelsea Green goes to the outside for a timeout and kind of a comical spot where Michael Cole checks up on her. Then Maxine Dupree is number 14, and pretty impressive showing with her, where she just takes it to Ivy Niles, her former best friend, and looks pretty impressive. And she eliminates Niles, and while she's celebrating, she gets eliminated herself by the PFC crew. And we are halfway through the Women's Royal Rumble at number 15 with Naomi. And Naomi joins her teammate Bianca. They start working together to eliminate Zoe Starks. And Deville and Baszler, they all get eliminated within seconds of each other. So the PFC, which was running roughshod over the competition, is now all eliminated. Then the second half of the Royal Rumble starts off with Jada Parker from NXT, and she eliminates Lash Legend. And then Chelsea Green's partner, Piper Niven, is out next, and they're dominant. Piper Niven is just running through the competition until she messes up and knocks Chelsea Green off the apron for the elimination. Then number 18 is Natalya. 19 is Jordan Grace, who's formerly of TNA, who's they're saying is signed with WWE. So, and this is her second Royal Rumble. She makes a pretty impressive impact. No pun intended. She eliminates Jada Parker for the 10th elimination and does a pretty impressive fireman's carry to Piper. Hugs Naomi, and Bianca gets upset that her teammates fraternizing with an opponent. She tries to eliminate Jordan Grace but fails. And then Michin, she comes out at number 20, and out at number 21 as the pop of the night so far, Alexa Bliss. And she's wearing her fiendish style outfit that she wore when she was with Bray Wyatt, so good tribute to him. And she has the Lily doll with her, so we'll see if she continues some sort of version of that character or joins the Wyatt Six or what's going on with her, but we will find that out at a later date.
Yes, we will.
Yep. Number 22 is Zelina Vega, and she hits a hurricanrana off the top ropes to Jordan Grace. And number 23 is Candy LaRue. Woo! 24 is NXT's Stephanie McCoy. And Big Pop for number 25, the Hall of Famer Trish Stratus. Good to see Trish Stratus back. 26 is Raquel Rodriguez, and she helps Liv, who's been in since number 2. Liv, great performance by Liv tonight.
Thought she was going to go coast to coaster for a long time. I'm sure she had a lot of people that picked her to win that women's Royal Rumble match.
Yeah, pretty impressive. I'm impressed. Then Liv eliminates Natalya. Liv eliminates Alexa Bliss, and the place boos. They wanted to see more of Alexa Bliss tonight in her return. And number
Surprise
20.
entrance, though. I think she was more of a
Yeah.
surprise because there was talks, of course, on the internet. Will she return? Will she not return? Obviously, she did make her return here tonight with the Royal Rumble with a good showing.
Yeah, I
Very
think
good showing.
everybody knew she was going to return, and WWE sent out false news to try to swerve us, and then we had to listen to Corey Graves be like, "Oh, but the internet said that she wasn't going to show up." Shut up, Corey Graves. First off, nobody likes you, and second off, everybody knew Alexa Bliss was coming. Like, I almost wore my Alexa Bliss Lily shirt today just because I was going to root for her. And number 27, another big return. Woo! It's Charlotte Flair.
The odds-on favorite for the Women's Royal Rumble.
And she gets pyro, which that was surprising.
She's the only one of the females got the old pyro, I believe.
And I think Roman Reigns was the only male, I thought. She comes in and just starts delivering Flair chops to everybody. Charlotte eliminates Meechin, then Piper, and then number 28 is the NXT champion, Julia Gulia. And she goes after Io Sky, because there's history in Japan between those two. And then Julia eliminates Jordan Grace, big elimination for her. And 29 is the walking waterbed mattress, Nia Jax, and she eliminates Zelina Vega and faces off against Trish. But Trish has the eyes in the back of her head and is able to eliminate Candy LaRue, who tries to attack her from behind. And Jax eliminates Trish with help from LaRue from the outside. And a surprise entrance at 30 is one of your all-time favorites, Nikki Bella.
Yep. Now there's internet rumors about her returning.
Yep.
And made her debut again. Her re-debut. Is it going to last a long thing, or is this the Royal Rumble little spin-off things that they do?
I don't know. Fans liked having her back, so
big pop.
Yeah, big pop, and big pop spell money, and money spells getting them back.
A lot of returns, and Nia Jax with a big showing tonight, eliminating a double digit of people.
Yeah, because there was a big spot where 7 women were fighting on the apron, and I can't even keep track of who all it was. I know my pony, Bianca Belair, that I was rooting for, was one of the ones on the apron, and Nia Jax eliminates seven women in just one fell swoop. I mean, she eliminates 6 and then comes back for the 7th one, but I mean, bam.
I'm glad she had a good showing, man, because she's been like slopping it up everywhere, so it's good for her to actually have
I don't like her. And we are down to 6 people. We have Nikki Bella, Julia Gulia, Roxanne Perez, Bayley, Charlotte, and Nia Jax. So actually a pretty good showing from some of the NXT women tonight too. And Perez eliminates Julia. Kind of lost, so much happened, kind of lost track of what happened, and somehow we're down to the final 2, Charlotte and Roxanne. So
it was, a lot of people did show up from the NXT in the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
Well,
and a lot of them did pretty good. Like
good showing.
Our former NXT champion, Roxanne Perez, making it to the final 2 against Charlotte. But Charlotte makes history with her 2nd Royal Rumble win. And woo, she is going to WrestleMania.
Yes, as Charlotte Flair wins the Women's Royal Rumble match, which championship match will she go after, Ziggy Cruze?
Oh, man, I've been waiting for the 3rd match against Rhea Ripley. Charlotte won the first one in 2020. Rhea Ripley came back for revenge 2023, and there's the rubber match. They're both tied at 1, and so far they've been big WrestleMania matches, big WrestleMania title matches between probably gone down as the two of the best women's wrestlers of all time, Charlotte and Rhea. But I don't know. Should I listen to the internet rumors and think that Charlotte's going to go after Tiffany Stratton? That's what the little smart marks on the internet are saying. So,
but of course they are, man. And obviously they should. They got a new program that they can do and work out with Tiffany Stratton, which is ascending the ranks and is the champion. You know what I'm saying? So it would be a good matchup to see these 2 women go at it.
Yeah, I think that the Rhea and Charlotte program still has legs, and they need to hold off on the third match for a little while, because the first match was when Rhea was the up and comer, the next big thing, the NXT Women's Champion. They had their match WrestleMania 2020, and then Rhea got her revenge when she became the superstar Rhea Ripley, ready to go to the next level. So I think about another year or two, and they can both kind of be solidified as living legends in the women's division. Then we'll have the third and final who is the best between Rhea and Charlotte. But I don't think that's for maybe next year at the earliest, but I don't think we're going to see it this year.
Never know.
Never know.
Tune in to a big Royal Rumble matchup with a lot of returns.
Yep. And then next up, we have the Tag Team Championship match, which is a 2 out of 3 falls match between the Motor City Machine Guns versus DIY. And the first fall comes when Alex Shelley thought that Ciampa tagged out to Gargano, so he focused on Gargano, and Ciampa, with a surprise attack, gets the 3 count. Then in the second fall, Motor City Machine Guns hit the Skull and Bones, a very devastating move on Johnny Wrestling to tie it up 1-on-1. And Gargano accidentally hits Ciampa. Motor City Machine Guns go in for the kill, but 2 hooded mysterious fellows, they come out and attack Motor City Machine Guns. And at first I was thinking it was Pretty Deadly, but turns out to be the Street Profits. They come out.
Very interesting.
Yeah, and I was surprised they went after Motor City Machine Guns, considering it was DIY that put them out of action a couple months ago. But turns out they were only making sure DIY wins, so that when they get the revenge on DIY, they'll get the gold too. So just kill 2 birds with 1 stone, apparently. And then after the match, the Street Profits just, beat down DIY with their crutches too, so they just leave everybody laying. And we'll see what goes on in the tag team division. I'm just glad Pretty Deadly didn't come out, because they're just cringe.
It's good to see the Street Profits have some kind of a spot in this Royal Rumble matchup. Or not in the matchup, but in this little match.
Yeah.
Because they're a good tag team, and we should see them back on.
Yep, I'm glad to see them back. They're healthy, and they're ready to go after the tag team titles. Now it's time for the ladder match for the WWE Championship. Cody versus KO. And oh my God, what a ladder match this was. Hey,
Amazing.
Amazing.
Give these guys a hand. Should have been the main event. But hey, there was no need to main event this matchup, because we had the Royal Rumble as the main event. But man, Ziggy Cruze, take us away and hit us with that wrestling news.
Yep. They introduced some more production upgrades with a referee cam that the referee wears, so that we can get like inside look of the ring. But I couldn't really see any different vantage points. So I don't know if they're just still trying it out, trying to figure out how to produce it.
I've seen them try to do it on a couple of those now, where they don't really do nothing, just look around. I mean, it's a little kind of like the little drone they got flying around, a little bit of more of the ambiance of the crowd and stuff like that, and the building, because it was packed and there was 70,000 people plus.
Oh my God, and it was a huge place, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Where the Colts play.
Yep. Pat McAfee was instrumental in bringing the Royal Rumble to Indianapolis, and Indianapolis, they welcomed WWE with open arms. They even temporarily renamed the streets around the stadium. There was there was Yeet Way, there was Cody Roads. there was roads named after Bianca Belair, Rhea Ripley. I kept seeing all week posts on Facebook, the local news, local city government. It's been a while since I saw a city just roll out the red carpet for Indianapolis like this, man. And
a lot of money come through there, man.
And I think they said that they'll be getting a WrestleMania.
What?
Yeah, I think that's what they said somewhere through the night. So
makes
big
sense.
deal. Yeah,
Geologically
nice
speaking,
arena.
it makes a lot of sense.
Yep. Yep, Middle America. And we have the championship match, ladder match, and Kevin Owens starts off strong, goes for the ladder in the entranceway, and then Cody attacks him from behind, and Kevin slams Cody on the ladder, breaking the ladder. Then they go back in the ring, and Kevin Owens tries to climb the ladder, and Cody knocks him off and takes control of the match, and they go back to the outside, and Kevin Owens drags the ladder from under the ring and sets it up between the ring and the announce table, and Cody escapes harm, but we can't help but wonder if this will come in play later on in the match.
We will see.
We will see. Cody's back in the ring, and Kevin Owens comes back in with a mini ladder and kind of a humorous spot where he climbs up the mini ladder to jump on Kevin Owens, but decides not to jump on him because that's what the crowd wants him to do. So he's not going to do what the crowd wants him to do. So he gets off the ladder, but Cody gets the ladder and starts beating Owens with a little mini, like a step ladder. And Cody climbs the ladder. Cody climbs the big ladder and tries to retrieve the belts and grabs hold of the hook. And Kevin Owens knocks him off the ladder, and Cody's just dangling. He's dangling off the hook and falls hard to the mat. And Cody, yeah,
crazy back and forth matchup, man. Just ladders everywhere.
So many big spots, and in a funny spot where Cody breaks off a rung of the ladder, and Kevin Owens goes to impersonate Dusty Rhodes as a shuck and jive, and where you think he's going to do like the bionic elbow, he pulls out a rung and boop, bops him on the head. Almost reminds me of the guy the guy on Facebook, the Japanese guy that teaches like self-defense, and you always thinks he's going to teach a move, and he pulls out a hammer, boop, pops him on the head. Like, that's what that spot reminded me of. And then we have a couple scary spots, like actually
Absolutely.
3 or 4 scary spots in a row. And Cody back body drops Kevin Owens awkwardly on the ladder, and I cringed. I was like, man, you could break a vertebrae that way, or
yeah, it didn't look good by any means.
Yeah.
It looked like it was gonna be something devastating. I thought maybe, I don't know.
And when Kevin Owens gets up, he drops Cody head first into another ladder in the corner, and the announcers have them play that back a couple times, like, listen to this impact, or his head just bam against the ladder, like fucking
beating each other.
Then they set up a ladder contraption in the ring, and Cody and Kevin Owens, they both go to the top, and Kevin Owens slams Cody onto the ladder contraption, and probably the most scary spot of the evening.
Yeah.
Kevin Owens, he slams his head, just his head, nothing else, on the ladder, and I'm surprised his head didn't bust open. Cody's motionless. Ryan Tran, referees, checking on him, and
For concussion protocol, I'm sure.
Yep. And they were calling, Pat McAfee's calling for him to check his pulse and stuff. Like, they were super concerned, and all the bunch of officials, Adam Pearce, Nick Aldis, everybody's coming out to check on them, and so does Sami Zayn, and put a little wrinkle in this match. Is Sami Zayn going to help Kevin stay to Kevin's plan, or what? But
High drama.
And several minutes go by, and finally Kevin Owens is back on his feet, and he picks up Cody to attempt the stunner, but Cody hits the crossroads, and they go to the outside, and at this point, Cody's flipped. He's slamming Kevin Owens' head like repeatedly into the table, man.
Took it up to the next level.
Very uncharacteristic of him. And probably, if not the scariest spot, tied with the scariest spot of the evening, where Cody's up on the announce table and delivers an Alabama slam to Kevin Owens through the ladder that they set up earlier, and breaks the ladder. Kevin Owens is folded up like an accordion and is motionless.
Oh man, I thought the dude was dead for a minute. Get the garlic salt or the smelling salts and see if he's still with it.
Yeah, and blood's everywhere, and Cody goes in the ring, gets up on the ladder, and retrieves both belts, and still your WWE champion of the world, Cody Rhodes.
Still the champion. As
Still
was
the
this the
champ.
rubber match of the three?
I don't know how many matches these two have. Hopefully it's the blow off, and Cody will find new feuds and.
No, but an epic matchup nonetheless for the championship ladder match. Man, they're always an extravaganza of sorts to see. Spectacular. It was all around amazing match, which could have been your main event of the night.
Yep, very easily.
But
Would have sent the crowd home happy, but the way it ended, I guess it's no surprise they decided to end it the way they did. But we are live and our chats are open. We want to know. We want to know what you thought. We want to know if you're happy with the results, mad at the results, happy with us, mad at us.
Like, share, subscribe. Your comments below. Subscribe to this channel. Got a 5K giveaway. You will be the owner of that big gold belt. And Sundays is always Lair of LaFlair on the LaFlair Network. And come and check us out on the LaFlair Network Thursday nights for Kingpins Bowling. As we get ready to tell you about the Royal Rumble. What a big, spectacular Royal Rumble it was for you tonight.
Ooh.
Woo, woo, woo. As there was a lot of surprise entrants, some shocking entrants, a devastating loss for a certain individual. I'm wearing my shirt, as we thought maybe it was going to be the year of Cena, but it just started. This is only just the first shot. I mean, there's like 3 or 4 chances that he might be able to get a chance at that, crack at that belt before he calls it quits on this year.
Yep, and the Men's Royal Rumble starts off with Rey Mysterio at number 1, very reminiscent of 2006 when Rey came out at number 2 and went coast to coast to win the 2006 Royal Rumble and become the champion at WrestleMania.
He's done it before. He's trying to do it again.
Yep. And he proved it can be done, so nothing's impossible. And then number 2 is new luchador Penta, which they Rey and Penta, they go way back in AAA and all around the world. They've wrestled each other for years, and so they start off with a show of respect and they shake hands and they start the match.
Crowd was into it.
Yep, crowd was into it. Cero Miedo. Number 3 is Chad Gable, and he hates luchadors, so yeah. So, he hates this. And Penta and Rey, they find some common ground against Gable. And then entering at number 4 is Carmelo Hayes.
Him. Yes, him. Carmelo Hayes.
It is him. And number 5 is...
Sometimes he shoots and misses. Like he missed in this Royal Rumble tonight.
Absolutely. And number 5 is Santos Escobar.
From Del Fantasma.
Yes. Oh, did something fantastic.
Something like that.
And everybody in the ring's down as number 6 Otis comes out, and Otis goes straight up to Gable and slaps the shit out of him. Man, almost reminds me of those power slap videos that Dana
White's be pushing out.
Yeah. And number 7 is the Intercontinental Champion Braun Breaker, and he immediately eliminates Mello and hits a Frankensteiner on Chad Gable, suplexes Otis, and Braun Breaker is on a roll. He eliminates Santos Escobar, and out number 8 is Akira Tozawa, but he gets attacked by Mello, who's in a bad mood after getting eliminated, and the officials have to help Akira Tozawa back into the back, and Triple H is scrambling around trying to look for
Ziggy Cruze, I thought Triple H was looking for you back here in the back, man. That was a great little spot, man. A good little comedy relief spot, man. I thought it was something interesting that I've never seen him do in a Royal Rumble, so I thought it was kind of cool for me.
No, a couple weeks ago, I actually had a dream that that happened to me, and all I had was a pair of lime green shorts to go out in.
Get out there, boy.
Yeah, Triple H is there, just put on these lime green shorts, get out there, and then that spot kind of remind me of that dream I had.
Somebody was about to live a dream for sure. And who was it going to be? YouTuber's own ISO Speed.
Yep. They send him out, and Speed eliminates Otis, and then Breaker hits ISO Speed with a hell of a spear. Like, Breaker almost broke him in half, and then Military Press slams him out of the ring into Otis. And then Otis gives him the sack of shit slam onto the announce table. And, I mean, he came out strong, but he ended up getting his ass kicked. I hope he had fun.
Yeah.
I hope he got paid good, too.
Well, he got to be in the Royal Rumble.
Yep. And number 9 is Fight Night. It's with Sheamus. Number 10 is Big Jim Uso. Number 11 is Andrade. Number 12 is the Samoan Werewolf, Jacob Fatu. And he comes in like the beast he is. It's a double Samoan drop on
Big
Bray.
showing for him tonight in this Royal Rumble. Big showing for him.
Yep. He eliminates Chad Gable, Rey Mysterio, Andrade, all just bam, bam, bam. And then
Putting in work. Well,
number 13 is Ludwig Kaiser.
Ludwig.
And he did what me and you kept talking about all night. He just took his time getting in the ring. All 2 minutes. He's taking his time, but then as soon as he gets in the ring, Penta instantly eliminates him. Even so that they even talked to the production people to see if he beat Santino Marella's record of 1 second. And they said Santino still holds the record for the quickest elimination.
That close, but
yeah, that close. And then Miz is number 14, and number 15 is TNA champion Joe Hendry.
Did you believe?
Oh man,
I believe for a hot second. It was only for 1 hot second though.
And then we're beginning to move on to the main eventers, as number 16 is the OTC Roman Reigns, and he gets the pyro too, so can't help to think he's the favorite. Since Charlotte got the pyro, she won. Roman gets the pyro, maybe he's gonna win. And he, comes in, eliminates Miz, Sheamus, Joe Hendry, and then Breaker stops Roman with a big spear. But Roman uses his veteran instinct to eliminate Breaker, and then Jimmy Uso goes to form an alliance with Roman, but Jacob Fatu throws Jim Uso out, and Roman and Fatu face off to a huge, holy shit, Chad. This is a big match feel that the fans want.
The fans were into it. The crowd was full of electricity for this Rumble matchup.
Yes.
Well, I tell you what, it was a great feel.
Yep,
The
and
Q-Sticks, man, the crowd was into it. I'm telling you, I mean, if you didn't see it, you got to go back and check it out on Peacock, or I guess it will be on Netflix the next day.
Yep, and YouTube will be WWE's page. Always throws out their highlights, which sometimes I had to survive on when I didn't have cable or Peacock or anything like that. I had to survive on the official WWE highlights. We don't want no copyrights.
We would do that and bring you those clips, those highlights, but we ain't trying to get no copyright infringements here on this channel.
Yep, and surprisingly, Fatu gets the upper hand on Roman until Roman's able to hit out of desperation, he hits a spear to take down the big Samoan. And then number 17 is Drew McIntyre, and he goes straight for Roman. And Fatu joins in on the attack on Roman. And number 18, we have Finn Balor. Number 19 is the U.S. champ, Shinsuke Nakamura. And he's the 2018 Royal Rumble winner, so he's trying for his second Royal Rumble victory. And Finn Balor, he eliminates Penta. And number 20 is the Yeet Man, Jey Uso. And
more to come on him a little bit later on.
Yeah, normally he's liking the party. He likes to come out through the crowd, get the crowd going, but he's all business. Comes out the entranceway, and he's got the poker face. He's not playing games.
Mission at hand.
He's putting his life. This is his life's work right here. Like, he's putting his life on the line for this. And Jay eliminates Shinsuke, and then out at number 21 is AJ Styles to a pretty surprising big pop.
Very big pop.
Yeah.
Man. almost been a while since we've seen AJ around. It's good to see him back at the Royal Rumble, which made his debut at a Royal Rumble about 8 years ago, maybe.
It was, what was it? 2000, was it 15 or 16?
Right around there.
Yeah.
Right around there.
And number 22 is Braun Strowman, and he goes straight for Fatu, and he eliminates Jacob Fatu, picks him up and slams him out, and everybody teams up on Strowman, teams up on the big man. And at number 23, the last time is now. It's your pony that you predict is going to win, John Cena.
And the GOAT was so close tonight, Ziggy Cruze. He was so close tonight.
Yep, great showing, man. Shows he still has his strength. It's some pretty good power moves.
The crowd, man, he had him on his back, man. He tried to go out there, man. It was a good showing.
Yep. He eliminates Braun Strowman and then Finn Balor. 2 big eliminations thanks to John Cena. And then at number 24, like Mussolini, it's the best in the world, CM Punk.
Babies were in air as soon as CM Punk came out.
Yep, and there you have a intense Mexican standoff between Punk, Cena, and Roman. Nobody's wanting to make the first move, and then burn it down. Seth Rollins is out at number 25, and all hell breaks loose. Everybody,
get it on now.
Everybody's going after everybody. And number 26 is Dirty Dom.
Dirty Dom. I was expecting Dirty Dom to do a little bit more in this matchup. Do some, some old school heel gimmick type, hanging outside the ring, duck underneath the ring like Jerry Lawler used to do.
Chicken shit stuff.
Yeah, just something. I think that would have been, even though Ludwig did something similar, but I think Dominic, man, he could have just went out there and done what Dominic does, man. That perfect heel that he's molded himself into be, man. I think he would have done something better than Ziggy Cruze. Always another shot next year, huh?
Hey, when he comes in, he goes straight for John Cena. It's a frog splash a la Eddie Guerrero on John Cena, and then he tries for the Three Amigos on Roman Reigns, but Roman gets the Samoan drop, hits the Samoan drop on Dominic, and then number 27 is Sami Zayn, and Damian Priest is out at 28. Damian Priest eliminates Dirty Dom, his former running buddy. And at 29, it's L.A. Knight. Yeah. And we have a good 3-way tussle between Drew, Jay, and Sammy, but little miscommunication, and Jay accidentally super kicks Sammy out of the ring for the elimination. He gone. And number 30 is the Maverick, Logan Paul.
Man, I thought Logan Paul was going to come out here and just steal the show. Lackluster showing, I kind of think on.
I don't know. He had one pretty big spot that was kind of neat. And Priest eliminates Drew McIntyre for a big elimination. L.A. Knight tries to eliminate Logan Paul, but Logan Paul's able to jump to the announce table to avoid the elimination. L.A. Knight eliminates Priest, but Knight gets eliminated when he's distracted with Priest, and then Logan Paul's able to jump back to the ring steps and eliminate AJ Styles, and the final 6 is Jey Uso, Roman Reigns, Logan Paul, John Cena, CM Punk, and Seth Franklin Rollins.
Who's it going to be for the final 6 up?
Yep. And it's beginning to have that big match feel. Everybody's hitting their finishers on each other. There's GTSs, spears, curb stomps, just left and right. And then the big face-off between Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins, and everybody. The whole crowd is on their feet, just loving it. Then Seth and Roman, they start exchanging punches, and Roman gets the advantage and tries to dump Rollins out, but CM Punk is able to eliminate both of them, eliminate Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns. Surprisingly, but Logan Paul sneaks up behind Punk and eliminates CM Punk. So we are down to the final three. Logan Paul, John Cena, and Jey Uso. One of these men.
Who is it going to be, man? When I seen that top three,
men.
Zeke, I'm like, man, I was going to say the odds on was already won once. Is it going to be John Cena to do it again? I didn't know where there's really going to go, and man, what a surprise! What a surprise!
Yep.
Finish this up here, Ziggy Cruze.
Yep, and the guys eliminated, Seth, Roman, and CM Punk. They continue to tussle at the ringside, and Seth gives Roman the curb stomp on the stairs, and Punk and Rollins, they continue to fight, and obviously they're killing a little bit of time to let the final three get a little bit of rest in before the go home spot. So then we have it, our final three, and Cena eliminates Logan Paul, and it's down to big match John and main event Jey Uso, and the crowd is going crazy.
Man, it was
like they are making babies just to throw them in the fucking air at this point.
Yeah, they was.
Oh my god.
Christie was definitely in the air, man. It was
big match Phil, and I like what the speaking of the production updates, the lighting that they did. They had the house lighting, some blue spotlights coming through the crowd to really just give it that, like, you gotta be there feeling. Like,
the production work for this Royal Rumble was by far better than anything we've seen previously.
Keeps getting better.
Absolutely.
Yep. And man, these two, they are just so over that they don't even have to do anything. They are standing there just soaking up the cheers, And then they start exchanging punches, and John Cena gets the advantage and by hitting the shoulder tackle, and then hits the can't see me 5-knuckle shuffle.
But you can't see him in this Royal Rumble. For this, it's the last year almost. He's going out. It's going to be over for John Cena. Supposedly, hopefully he still sticks around. Maybe he'll win a championship and have to stick around for the next year. But I guess only time will tell. But as we finish this matchup, man, I thought he was going to pull off all the stops. But unfortunately, it's not going to happen.
Nope. Jay fights back with a super kick. It's a spear on Cena, and both men are down. Cena almost eliminates.
Almost eliminated. Got him stuck on the apron with a little bit of a matchup back and forth on the apron itself. And, man, it was just back and forth for a minute.
Yep, Uso, it's a super kick. And Cena's barely hanging on. Then Cena goes for the AA, but Jey Uso falls into the ring and kicks Cena off the apron.
Kicks him off, man. There's that spot where John Cena's going to... That's why I thought, man, he might win this match. He was saved. They saved him for a minute. Yeah, everybody thought he was done. Came back. But he eventually got tossed out by Jey Uso, man. What can we say? Man, this guy deserves it, man. He's a merch seller. He's out there yeeting all over the place, man. We got his merch right here, man. It's going to be Yeet Mania this year, man.
The crowd loves it, man. They went bonkers.
Good for him, man. They're doing something right, man. I'm glad to see WWE doing what they should be doing and getting the guy that's over, man. Give him his crown.
Building new stars. That's how you make money, is building new stars.
And that's, man, that bloodline that they have, man, it's legendary. It goes back, man. They just keep popping out some stars.
Yeah, but big future for Jey Uso, big future for Jacob Fatu, future main eventer there in the bloodline. But Cena, being the man he is, always a good sport, always respectful, comes back in the ring and congratulates Uso. Class act.
Very classy. As is he the GOAT? What do you guys think? Is he the GOAT? Is Roman Reigns the GOAT? Is Hulk Hogan the GOAT? Let us know your thoughts, your comments in the chat box below, please.
Yep. We do read our chats. We do answer our chats. Our fans are very important to us, so make sure you shout us out.
Yep. Are we good here, Ziggy Cruze?
I think that's it.
Man,
oh man, that was an exciting night.
Thank you all for joining us here, man. We could not be doing this without you, man. It takes a lot just to come up. It was Ziggy Cruze. Thank you for what you do over here at this show and giving this information to the people.
Yep, we're working 24 hours to bring this to you. We don't sleep, we don't eat. All we do is wrestling news here.
LaFleur Network. Come check me out. Larry LaFleur on Sundays, and Bowling's is Thursdays. Kingpins, Bowling with the Kingpins on Thursdays. Come and check me out on the LaFleur Network. Always check out Ziggy Cruze and the Wrestling News for all your NXT, Monday Night Raw, SmackDown, Premium Live events, all your up-to-dates, your full recaps right here with the man, the myth, the legend, the icon, Ziggy Cruze, and the Wrestling News. Please like, share,